Salutate, Valete. We're back with another chapter. Chapter 10, Capitulum Decimum, Bestiae et Homines, beasts and people, humans, homines. And since we don't get to Capitulum 10, from here on out, I go do more reading and less explaining. I can focus more on reading, so you can hear the sounds. Let's begin. Equus et acidus, leo et lupus, canis et ovis, bestiae sunt. A horse and a donkey, a lion and a wolf, a dog and a sheep are beasts. Leo est lupus sunt bestiae ferrae quae alias bestias capiunt et erunt. The lion and the wolf are ferocious beasts. Ferrae, that's where we get the word ferocious or wild and stuff like that from. Quae alias bestias, which eats other beasts, which eat and captures other beasts. In Africa sunt multi leones. In Africa are many lions. Pastores Africae leones timet, nam leones non solum oves pastorum edunt, sed etiam pastores ipsos. African shepherds are afraid of lions, for lions not only eat the sheep of shepherds, but also eat the shepherds themselves. Non bestia se homo es pastor, leones autem non solum alias bestias, sed etiam homines edunt. Not only beasts, the pastor is not a beast but a man. However, lions, not only eat beasts but also eat humans. And it's a new declension, I think. Leo, homo. I think we already did 5 declensions. Let's continue. And ferrae et homines amici non sunt. Wild beasts and humans are not friends. Canis amicus hominis est, ea bestia ferra non est. A dog is a man's friend. She's not a ferocious beast. Aliae bestiae sunt aves, aliae pisces. Some beasts are birds, others fish. Aquilast magna avis ferra, quae paravas aves capit et est. An eagle is a large ferocious bird which eats and captures small birds. Aves in aere volant. Excuse me. Birds fly in the air. You got a new word, aer, aeris, genitivus. Pisces in aqua natant. Fish swims in the water. Another new word, piscis. Nominativus, piscis, genitivus. Fish. Homines in terra ambulant. Man walks, humans walks on the ground, on the land. Avis duas alas habet. Birds have two wings. Homo duos pedes habet. Man has 2 feet. 2 foot. Piscis neque alas neque pedes habet. A fish neither has wings nor has feet. Let me see a new word. Pina. Has a friend though. This word pina and peni. Pina my bet. Avis quae volat alas moet. Birds that fly moves his wings. Homo qui ambulat pedes moet. Humans which walks moves their feet. Pisces quinata cauda moet. A fish who swims move its tail. Cauda. Cum avis volat alae moventur. When a bird flies, and then it's the first time they did cum at the beginning of a sentence. When you see that, it's when birds fly, their wings, the wings are moved by the wings. Cum homo ambulat pedes moventur. When a human walks, they are moved by the feet. Cum piscis nantat cauda moventur. When a fish swims, it moves by the tail. Qui ambulat vestigia in terra facit. He who walks leaves tracks on the land. Qui volat out natat vestigia non facit. He who flies or swims do not leave tracks. Vestigia. In horto et in silva multae aves sunt. In the garden and in the forest are many birds. Canis aves quae inter arbores volat espicit. The dog watched the bird which flies between the trees. Hold on. And as you probably can see, I try to go back to catch and make cadence. See the lines on top of it? Those usually stress. And also between 2 words, you can glide. That's what we call that. We're practicing dialect. Sound like Mario. That a line and on top. Aves. Arbores. You see, canis aves. And people talking, you will see drags between. And also, I talked about this before. We'll say quentur. We'll cut out some of those vowels that's close to each other. Quentur. Quenter. Arbores volant. Aspicit. At the beginning, I've been on purpose not speaking like that, speaking slow with an English dialect. Canis aves. so you'll be able to hear each word. But at this point, to be advanced enough to hear just playing out. That's how I'll be saying it in my head, like Mario. Canis ipse non volat, nam canis alas non habet. And hard T's, habet. I mean, deliberately not making it too hard T's. And S, alas. So it's anyway, a dog himself don't fly, for dogs does not have wings. Canis volare non protest. The dog is not able to fly. It's a new version of the verb. We finally get to this version, which is my favorite. You add a word like this. It's a very common word, which means can. You can see the word in there. Pos, est, us, pot, potential. So we say things like are able. In this case, not able. Volare, to fly. Dogs are not able to fly. And you got words like potential, right? That's you got a potential. That means you ain't done it yet. Able. There's another word, you able to do it. That means you did it yet. Can. There's another word that say the same thing. Possibility. Pos. Another version. Possible. Power. You got the power to do it. That means you did it yet. Very, very interchangeable with a lot of words. Yeah, and that's the infinitivus. I know I remember that. Infinitivus. You got pulsare, to hit. Videre, to see. Ponere, to put. Audire, to hear. And these are the 4 verb houses, like we talked about in the review video. We'll watch that. And we got to be hit. Pulsare, to be seen. Videre, to be put. Poni, to be heard. Audire. Neque pastor volare potesta. And the pastor are not able, and the shepherd are not able to fly. Is not able to fly. Pastor duos pedes habet. Itaque pastor ambulare potest. A shepherd has 2 feet, and so a shepherd are able to walk. Ambulare, to walk. I believe infinitivos make it even easier to construct sentences. Homines ambulare possunt, quad pedes habent, neque volare possunt, quad alas non habent. Men, humans, are able to walk. Quad, you can say because it will make it even more sound English than our common vernacular. Because they have feet. They are not able to fly because they don't have wings. Humans. Mercurius autem ut avis volare potest. Nam in pedibus et in petasso es eius ala sunt. Mercury, however, like a bird, are able to fly. For in his feet, in his shoes, pedibus, are on his feet, and in his hat, petasso, eius, are wings, ala sunt. Mercurius, Mercury. Mercurius non homo, sed Deus est. Mercury is not a man, but a god. Mercurius est deus mercatorum. Mercury is the god of the merchants. And mercator est homo qui emit et vendit. A merchant is, and look, they finally going to North Africa where we spoke the Latin. We spoke the Latin all over the world. Finally give me an example from North Africa. A merchant is a man who buys and sells. Mercurius imperia deorum ad homines portat, esse enim nuntius deorum est. Mercury carries the command of the gods to the humans, for he is the messenger of the gods, deorum, fifth declension word. And pisces neque horare, neque amburare possunt. A fish neither can fly, neither are able to fly, nor able to walk. Etiamne homines natare possunt. Humans able to swim, also able to swim. Alii homines natare possunt, alii non possunt. Some humans are able to swim, others are not. Others can't. And again, post can be able. When you see the infinitive is able, because you're going to say to something. Or you just don't see it, you can just translate it as can't. Right? Which means the same thing. Marcus et Quintus natare possunt. Julia non potest. Marcus and Quentin are able to swim. Julia is not. Can't. Neptunus natare potest. Isenim deus maris est. Neptune is able to swim, for he is the god of the sea. In the new word, mare. Nominativus, maris, genitivus, of the sea, maris, genitivus. Excuse me. Oceanus est magnum mare. The ocean is a large sea. Mercurius et Neptunus Dei Romani sunt. Mercury and Neptune are Roman gods. Romani et Graeci deos multos habent. The Romans and the Greeks have many gods. Homines deos neque videre neque audire possunt. Man, humans are not possible. Humans neither are able to neither hear, neither to see, neither to hear, nor hear to hear the gods. Humans are not able to see nor to hear the gods. Dei ab hominibus neque videre neque audire possunt. The gods are not able to be seen nor to be heard by humans, by the humans. And it's the same thing we just finished doing. Videre, to see. Videre, to be seen. Padus Magnum Fluminis, the Po River, the River Po in Italia, is a large river. Another word for river. Flumen. Nominativus. Fluminis, of the river. Genitivus. In eo flumine multi sunt pisces. In that river there are many fish. Pisces. Maybe I use that. Pisces in aqua fluminis nantant. The fish swims in the water of the river Fluminis. In fluminibus et in maribus magnus numerus piscium est. It's a large number of fish in the rivers and in the seas. So they're giving you ablativus pluralis. Homines multos pisces capiunt. Humans capture many fish. Nemo pisces fluminum et marium numerare potest. And they give you a new word, Nemo, always the same, Nemo, and it means no one. Ne and homo, no human, nullos homo. No one are able to count the fish, plural, of the sea, of the rivers, and of the seas. Genitivus. Pisces numerari non possunt. Same thing. Fish are not able to be counted. Numerari. Infinitivus. Pisces in aqua vivunt, neque in terra vivere possunt. Nam pisces in aere respirare non possunt. Fish lives in the water and are able to live on the land. For fish are not able to breathe in the air. Aere. Homo sub aqua spirare non potest. A man under the water is not able to breathe. Homo vivit dum spirat. Man breathes, man lives while he breathes. A new word, vivo. I live. Vivo loca. Qui spirat vivus est, qui non spirat est mortus. He who lives, he who breathes lives. He who don't breathe is dead. Homo mortuus neque videre, neque audire, neque amburare, neque currere potest. A man who is dead are not able to see, nor able to hear, nor able to walk, nor able to run. Homo mortus se morere non potest. A dead man is not able to move himself. Got the word, plumo, lung. Cum homo spirat, animin pulmones intrat, et russus ex pulmonibus exit. When cum man breathes, breath, anima, not the new word. Breath, breath enters in the lungs and returns out of the lungs. Animast aer qui in pulmones ducitor. Breath is air which is drawn in the lungs. Ducitor, lead in the lungs or drawn in the lungs. Qui animam ducit animal est. He who breathes and he who draws in breath is an animal. And they tell us that in school that all living creatures are animals, but they don't explain etymologically why. You can see in this why etymologically, because anima is breath, and basically an animal is a creature that breathes, which will include humans, right? Non solum homines, sed etiam bestiae animalia sunt. Not only humans, but other beasts are animals, living creatures, are breathing creatures. Alia animalia in terrabiunt, alia in maria. Some animals live on the ground or land, and some in the sea. Sine anima nemo potes vivere. Without breath, no one is able to breathe. Homo qui animam non ducit vivere non potest. A man who does not draw breath is not able to live. Spirare necesse est homini. Another word, necessary. To breathe is necessary. For man, it is necessary for a human to breathe. Esse quoque homini necesse est, nemo enim sine quibo vivere potest. To eat also is necessary for a human. No one is able to live without food. Necesse est quibum habere. It is necessary to have food. Pecuniam habere necesse est. Nam qui pecunia non habet, quibum emere non potest. Money is necessary to have, for he who does not have money is not able to buy food. Quibum. Sine pecunia quibus emi non potest. Same way in a different way. Same sentence in a different way. Without money, food is not able to be bought. Infinitivus of emere. Necesse non est gemas habere, nemo enim gemas esse potest. It is not necessary to have gems, for no one can eat gems. Remember, esse is to eat, not to be. That's confusing, because to be is the same thing with the short e. Gemai edi non possunt, se qui gemas suas vendit. Pecunia facere et quibum emere potest. The gems are not possible to be eaten. Edi. Said, but he who has gems, he who sells his gems can make money, are able to make money, and are able to buy food. Mercator qui ornamenta vendit, magna pecunia facit. And that's a new facit. I think we already say that. Make. A merchant who sells jewelry, makes a lot of money. Feminae quae pecunia facere volunt, ornamenta sua vendunt. Woman who wants to make money sells her jewelry. Aves nidos faciunt in arboribus. Birds make nests in trees. And nidi arum interramus et folia arborum sunt. Nidi aorum interramus et folia arborum sunt. Their nests are between the branches and the leaves of the tree. Genitibus. Aquilae in montibus nidos faciunt. Eagles make their nests in mountains. This was a long chapter, so I gotta cut them again in a minute. In nidis sunt ova, and the nests are eggs. Aves sova pariunt, ex quibus parvi puli exiunt. The bird lays eggs, out which little birds exit. Canis non ova, sed pulos vivos parit. Dogs don't lay eggs or birth. Parit. Use parit for this too. So birds, we use the word lay. So in English we can translate parit, and this one for lay, and this one birth. Dogs birth, not lay. But they birth little puppies, pulos, which means youth really. But you see puli, chicks, pulos. It's also pulos, just in a different form. But you can translate it to puppies, and you can translate the same word for chicks. Feminae liberos pariunt. Women give birth to children. Marcus et Quintus et Julia in hortus sunt. Marcus and Quentin and Julia are in the garden. Julian pilam tenet, et cum pueris pila ludere vult, neque cum puella ludere volunt, puere enim nidus quadrant in arboribus. Julia holds the ball and wants vult. That's another new verb that's very common. Volo, I want. And wants to play with the ball with the boys. And they don't want to play with the girl. The boys are looking for a nest in the trees. Itaque puella ludita cum cane sua margarita. And so the girls play with her dog Pearl. Margarita. Cape pila Margarita, fetch the ball. Pearl, cape, like capture. Canis pilam capit et caudam movet. The dog catches the ball and wags her tail. Puella laita videt et canit. The happy girl laughs and sings. Puella canere audiunt. The boy hears that the girl is singing. And now that's a new grammatical lesson, and means the boy. I forget the name of it. I haven't been through this book in like years, but I still remember this because it's one of my favorite ways of constructing sentences. You can shorten it and say the boy hears, right? Pueri audiunt. That, you can put that in front of your accusativos. Puelam. And then you put the infinitivos right next to it. Canere, to sing. But you could just say the boys hear that the girl sings. And here they explain it right here. Accusativus cum infinitivo, the accusative with the infinitive. Whereby sentiendi et dicendi requirunt accusativum cum infinitivo. Exempla, the word in the sentence and its decline requires the words of the sentence and its decline requires the affirmative, the accusative with the affirmative. I just explained that. Julia canit, Julia sings. Pueri audiunt, Juliam canere. The boys hear that Julia sings. Sira, another example. Sira dicit, Sira Julia dormit. Sira says Julia sleeps. Another way of saying that in the this version. Sira dicit Juliam dormire. Sira says that Julia sleeps. So remember that. They're gonna add that into these sentences here on out. Audi. I think that's Marcus dicit. Audi Julia vocem pulchram habet. And vox, a new word, means voice. Vocis of the voice. Marcus says, listen. And that's we get the car Audi. You drive an Audi. Just means hear. Listen. Julia has a pretty voice. And habet, I know you're probably going to not notice because it's one of the first words we get. Have, you can see B's and V's are kind of interchangeable in language. So you see have, you see has in that too. Voxeus non pulchra est. Her voice is not pretty. Canis avem supra se vorare videt, eamque capere vult, neque potest. The dog sees about the bird above himself. See that the bird flies above herself. And she wants to capture it, but can't. Canis irata latrat. Roof, roof. The angry dog barks. Eius vox pulchra non est. Canis canere non potest. Her voice is not pretty. A dog not able to sing. A dog is not able to sing. Aves canere possunt. Pisces non possunt. Pisces voces non habent. Birds are able to sing. Fish are not able. Fish don't have a voice. Cum aquila supra hortum volat et cibum quaerit, parvae aves canere non audit, et inter folia arborum se ahutant. So So we got a good bit of new verbs in this already. So let's break them down from the commas. Stop at the comma. When an eagle flies above the garden and looks for food. Our new verb, audent. We can see words like audacious. When you audacious, we use daring. So this word means dares, or daring. Little birds dare not to sing. And between the leaves of the tree, they hide themselves. Another new verb, occultant. And you probably can see the word occult in there. Occult means hidden. So they hide themselves. So you know we get the word occult from. Itaque aquila eas reperire non potesta reperire. And so the eagle does not see them, or are not able to find them. Eas. Neque aves, neque nidi avium ab aquila reperiri possunt quod ramis et foliis occultantur. So they give it to the passive version. Neither birds, nor the nests of the birds are able to be seen by Ab, the eagle. And again, to be seen, right? Reperire, different from this version. Reperire, not able to find them, not able to be found. I know I say reperire. Not able to be found. Quad, because, on which they are hidden by ramis, ab ramis, the branches, it, and by the leaves, folies, hidden by. Marcus autem nidum reperit, et quintum vocat. Marcus, however, finds the nest and calls Quintus. Veni quinte in hoc arbore nidus est. Come, Quintus, in this tree is a nest. Accurrit Quintus. Up running comes Quintus. Age ascende in arborem quinte. Go up into ascende. That's like saying ascend. Go up into the tree, Quintus. Quintus in arborem ascendit. Iam is supra Marcum in arbore est. Quintus ascends up into the tree, in arborem. Now is above Marcus in the tree. So you got into the tree and in the tree. You got the dativus into the tree, arborem. You got the ablutivus in the tree. And I say I'm going to do a lot of explaining in this, but I can't help myself. But anyway, I'm going to explain less and less as we go on, and we get too repetitive. Marcus ipse in arborem ascendere non audet. Marcus himself does not dare to go up into the tree. Marcus interrogat. Marcus asks, quod sunt ova in nido, quinte? I had that myself. Trying to sound like him. He would say, quod, how many eggs are in the nest, Quintus? Quod sunt ova in nido. Quintus dicit, nulla ova se quator pulli. Marque. No eggs, but 4 chicks. Nidus es parvo ramo. The nest is on a small branch. A new word, ramus and rami. So we know that's a first declension masculine term, masculini. So it declines in the ablative as ramo, parvo ramo, as in on a small branch. Ramus qui nidum sustinet, non crassus sed tenuus est. The branch in which supports the nest is not crassus, thick or fat, but skinny or thin, tenuus. And I usually use thin because they help me remember that what that means, tenuous, thin. And plus I bullet my vocabulary all the time, reading books and listening. I always go look at Latin on YouTube, plenty people speaking it, and you can just listen, and it's good to hear it. That's why I just want to not explain things and keep going, and just speak the Latin with no English. It's good to hear it. But let's translate this. I already finished translating that. Ramus tenuus, quintum sistinere non potest, esse enim puer crassus est. The branch that supports, the thin branch that supports, that are not able to support quintus, for he is a fat boy. Ecce ramus, cum puero, et nido, et pullis, a terram caudit. Look at the branch with the boy and with the nest and with the chickens falls to the earth or the ground. Marcus quintum a terram cadere videt. Marcus sees that Quintus falls, sees that Quentin falls to the ground. Ridetne Marcus, non-ridet. Does Marcus laugh? He don't laugh. Marcus enim perteritus est. Marcus, for Marcus is petrified or terrified. Iam Quintus et polliquator sub arbore jacent. Now Quintus and the 4 chickens lays under the tree, sub arbore, under the tree. Neque puer neque pullis se movent. Neither the boy nor the chicks are moving itself. Pulli mortii sunt. The chicks are dead. Quintus ne mortuus est? Non est. Is Quentin dead? He's not. Quintus enim spirat, for Quintus breathes. Qui spirat mortuus esse non potest. He who breathes, for he who breathes is not able to be dead. Sed Marcus eum spirare non videt, neque enim anima videri potest. But Marcus does not see that he breathes, and he don't, for he is not able to see breath. For breath is not able to be seen. Videri. When I translate that in my head, I ain't translate that like that at all. That's why he's saying, like, try to listen in the Latin and just get the picture of the story while listening to the Latin, without trying to translate it in our English way, because you gotta do a whole lot of adding words in there that's not in there, scrambling words around to make it more colloquial in our language today. But saying it straight in Latin, you can make out what's being said without unscrambling it. It said Marcus eum sperare non videt, neque enim anima videri potest. And then you got your purchase there. Qui facit Marcus perititus ad villam curit, et magna voce clamat, age veni pater. What's up with Marcus? A terrified Marcus runs up to the villa and with a large voice cries out, "Come, come, father." Julius puerum vocare audit et exit in hortum. Julius hears that the boy is calling and goes out into the garden. Julius, pater filium peritium ad se accurrere videt, eumque interrogat. The father, seeing that the petrified boy is running up to him, and asks him, "Quid est Marque?" What's up with Marcus? Quintus, what's up, Marcus? Quintus est mortus. Quintus is dead. Quid mortus? Oh, dei boni. What? Dead? Oh my God. Oh my gods. Dei, plural. You know, we had many gods in those days. Pater ipse peritus, cum Marco ad quintum curit. The father, himself terrified, runs to Quintus with Marcus. Excuse me, one more time. Get stopped one more. Okay, let's continue. It's a long chapter, so that just means more fun, more magic for us, more light bulbs moments, more aha, which is fun and feels good when you learn new things, right? Julius eum oculos aprire videt. And Julius sees that the boys open his eyes. Sees that he opens his eyes. You see, I adding words that ain't even in it. And I say that in my head, I say the boy. Ege oculos aperit, ergo vivus est. Look, the boy opens his eyes. Therefore, he is alive. Look, they got the boy with the eyes open too. Marcus et Julia quintum vivum esse vident. Marcus and Julia sees that the boy is alive. Sees the boy to be alive. Sees that the boy to be alive. See how I like literally translations. Puer autem ambulare non potest. And again, it don't gotta be perfectly like that as long as you translate it, right? Marcus and Julius sees that the boy is alive. You don't gotta say Marcus and Julius sees that the boy is to be living. But that's what I do, because I want to teach you the grammatics, what exactly is they trying to express. But best believe when I saying it the first time in Latin, I ain't saying all that. I ain't saying like how we would say it in English, like picturing the story. Puer autem ambulare non potest. Let's stop right there and translate it. The boy, however, is not able to walk. Neque enim pedes sostenere possunt. For his feet is not able to support him or sustain him. Remember, is him. Accusativus, he would be in English nominativus. And the last line, ergo necesse es portare. Therefore, it is necessary to carry him. Remember, portare, your verb to carry, infinitivus. So let's read that out and just listen to it. And since you already know what it say, just listen to that and then picture what's going on, not the words. Puer autem ambulare non potesta, neque enim pedes eum sustenere possunt, ergo necesse est eum portare. Quintus a Julio in villa portatur, et in lecto ponitur. Quintus is carried by Julius into the villa and is placed on the bed. Aemilia filium suum a Julio portare videt, et interrogat. Aemilia, seeing that Julius, her son, is being carried by Julius, and asked, Cur puer ipse ambulare non potest? Why is the boy himself is not able to walk? In English, more common English, why is the boy not able to walk himself? That's how I should translate that anyway, because all those words in there. Okay, we're going to break this down by the comments. Quintus ambulare non potest. Quintus is not able to walk. Quod non est avis neque alasabet. Because he is not a bird and does not have wings. Qui horare vult neque potest. He who wants to fly and cannot, ad terram cadit. It falls to the earth. That's why. Aemilia quintum a Julio in lecto poni aspicit. Aemilia sees Quintus. Aemilia looks at Quintus be placed by Julius on the bed. And again, you can just do that straight out in Latin and get the same meaning. Aemilia quintum a Julio in lecto poni aspicit. Watch being placed. Aemilia Quintus by Julia on the bed, watched being placed. Okay, that's the end of this. Yeah, that's the end of this chapter. Going to see you in chapter 11. Valete.